Blog Talk Radio.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Alright, everybody, welcome to Anonymous Radio with me, your host, as always, HU911 Anonymous. Now, today we were going to use our normal Google Hangouts with our little headset right here on my lap, but because of some technical difficulties, we're going to be switching to a cell phone, which I had conveniently handy. I haven't gotten any guests yet, but here's the little thing. This is the Thanksgiving Day semi-bullshit episode special. Hooray. Whatever. Basically, today I was going to have an open forum episode, answering calls and maybe talking to people and friends of mine who I invited to the show. I don't know when they're going to come or if they're going to come or blah, 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 blah. But I haven't gotten a message from the back, so for the time being, we're just going to play a quick song. Enjoy. Well, we weren't able to get to one of our songs because the last episode we were unable to, so we're going to play Rockin' in the Free World. So enjoy. Isn't that a great song, folks? Wasn't that one hell of a great song by Neil Young? Still no callers. Remember, you can call at any time by calling 347-855-8412 and press number 1. You might be answered on the show. We'll answer anyone at any time, and we don't care. Since I'm only talking to myself, and that I only have other stuff to do. What? Now, what are we going to talk about? Okay, I was really wondering, I really wanted some other people right here with this show right now to talk about how dumb Black Friday is. But since no one else is here, I'm just going to have to fix it myself. Now, we all know what Black Friday is, the dumbest holiday, well, not really a holiday, it's just the dumbest thing because idiots just like to fight over stupid shit and kill each other, bloodshed, and fist fight. If you watch YouTube videos showing just that, you'll get what I mean. Or if you face it head on, then you'll really get what I mean. Just face it head on, you'll see what the pain and butthurt fucking feels like. Excuse me. You'll feel what bloodshed and hurt and pain and butthurt feels. There's going to be a protest against Black Friday tomorrow up north in Chicago, near my location. God damn voice. Shit. Man, it's a pain in the ass just to get gas. Princess Stefford, if you're in the audience, please press 1. Will you? Princess Stefford, if you are in the audience, please press 1. I'm on a cell phone this time because I don't have access to the proper Google Hangouts thing I usually use, so I'll be limited to what I can use to a cell phone, because cell phones are shitty. But it could be worse, you know? Anything could be worse than a cell phone, don't you agree, folks? Modern day technology does not really work so well with people. If I could be honest, if I had a premium account that would be the best thing, but I don't have any freaking money to afford that, and I'm too El Cheapo. Who would want to pay all that stupid-ass money to go for that bullshit? Also, anyone that's out there in Radioland, you're the smart ones to not go out on Black Friday. You're the exception. You need to go out and educate the rest of these dumb motherfuckers to make sure they don't go out on that day and get the shit beat out of them with bloodshed and pain and suffering. Because if you people out there go out on Black Friday and get your asses whooped, you are a moron. By all means, you are a fucking idiot, and I will laugh at you if you are put on the Sunday morning news. I mean, it's pointless to go out on Black Friday when you get the living shit beat out of you, and you get punched and kicked and smacked and whacked, and sometimes with a baseball bat. Or maybe sprayed with pepper spray, like that happened in 2011 in an LA Walmart. Damn it, I hate this blue bar. If anyone out there broadcasts on Blog Talk Radio out there who's listening, probably no one, it's going to say support will be closed, blah, 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 blah. Anyone that knows that bar, you're really getting irritating on my front. Really getting irritating. But even so, have to get along with it. We all have to get along with shit we do not like. And I'm holding this phone to my mouth like I'm like a news tape recorder, like a news voice recorder. Like, I'm on the Sunday morning news on CBS 2. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. What the fuck? Oh well. And plus, what about, we are also going to talk about what Thanksgiving was like back in the day. You know, like when people were actually whacking shit, actually shooting up shit. Because these days, Thanksgiving is just about, like, protecting people from terrorist attacks. Apparently, ISIS was threatening to attack the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which thus ended with large-ass blockades. Hey, we got a phone number, 970. Let's answer and see what happens. What's up, caller? You are on the show. You are live.
Happy Thanksgiving! Happy Thanksgiving!
Hey, Princess. How you doing? Yeah, you're the only one right now. Yeah, did you hear the part about me saying about how stupid Black Friday is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, Black Friday is a really big pain in the butt. Like, I worked a lot of, like, last year, I worked Black Friday from, like, 8 at night till, like, 6 in the morning the next day. It was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. It's only you and me, no Shin or Bo this time. They didn't come. Or retweet. So it's only you and me in this episode. The last bullshitting episode was me and Shin. I'm uploading that to YouTube right now.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I'm currently uploading that. It's going to take a while, though. And I had to do a bit of trimming. Now back to Black Friday, because I know it's like bloodshed. Black Friday is like pure bloodshed.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But, yeah, I heard.
It's pretty bad, but I mean, I don't see why they stay open overnight, because, like, nobody comes in at night. Like, they'll come in, like, for the initial rush. Like, a lot of places now, they open, like, at 6 for Black Friday, like today.
Around where I live, sometimes they open at, like, 3 today. I shit you not, Princess. Hey, is Bert there? Hey, Bert. If you're in there.
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Hey, tell him, hey, Bert, how stupid do you think Black Friday is?
I don't think I've ever done it in my lifetime.
Yeah. Well, if you watch, I looked up on some. I watched some. Yeah, it's practically dumb. Watch some YouTube videos based on Black Friday, and then you'll see something. I mean, hell, some in a LA Walmart back in 2011, some woman decides to spray pepper spray in the air, stunning about 30 people over an HD TV. Ambulances had to be called, and they didn't catch the woman who did it. I shit
I've heard
you
about
not.
people being stabbed and shit, like with high heels, like over HD TVs.
Damn.
And,
Yeah.
People dying.
Fuck. They're being trampled. People being fucking trampled. Basically, just opening the door of your local Walmart just means we're just going to run through and mow each other like the E2 nightclub disaster. E2 nightclub disaster of 2003. Ever heard of that?
No,
Ever
I mean,
heard
I've heard of, like, people being... No, but, like, I do know that I would not want to be a Walmart greeter, like, today.
Yo.
You know,
yeah.
and Walmart's always, like, a really, really bad company to their employees, so you know that they started their Black Friday, like, way too early.
What company did you used to work for? Did you used to work for those shitbags?
For Macy's.
Macy's, where are they like?
Mhm. Yeah, that's when I worked. Black Friday last year, I was working for Macy's, and it was crazy at the beginning, and then of course all night it was dead.
Were there people punching each other in the face?
No, there wasn't really any of that. I think most of that happens like at Best Buy and things like that.
They got Best Buy
there were certain
where I
things
live.
that we had. Yeah, I mean, like there were certain things that were marked down, but I mean, it wasn't like a big crazy crowd. I just remember it being crazy because they opened like 2 hours earlier. Like they normally would open at 8 o'clock on Black Friday, and because of all the competition and everything, they opened at like 6 o'clock.
Yeah, and plus
last time, which is like
Walmart.
today, Thanksgiving. So Black Friday now starts on Thanksgiving.
Basically, yeah. And there's 2 Walmarts where I live. There's 2 of them. Double the bloodshed. I mean, seriously, double the Walmarts, double the bloodshed. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, it may be, pretty hazardous to go there for sure. Like, I wouldn't go there. Like, I mean, I have gone to Black Friday before. Like, for example, places will have a really good Black Friday, but I'll go in there for, like, one specific thing, and that's it. I don't, like, hit the circuit and make every store or do anything like that. I just
can't
go and
Cyber
get
Monday was invented. That's why Cyber Monday was invented right there.
Better. That's true.
Yeah, that way
you don't have to go and die.
Yeah, you don't have to go over and get punched in the face over a fucking HD TV or an Xbox. You probably get punched in the face over an Xbox One S. Oh, I fucking care. Or maybe a top of the line 4K TV or drone. Do you think people would try to kill each other over a fucking drone?
Oh, yeah. No, they try to kill themselves with any excuse they get nowadays. And they started something up here. It's called Small Business Saturday.
Are you aware that this episode will be put up on YouTube? You be aware. All anonymous radio episodes will be put up on YouTube also.
Nice. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, so you'll get there. I put that up earlier, and Princess already saw it. Princess, do you think HD TVs, drones, and other stuff, technological advancements, would be things people would punch each other in the face for?
I hope so.
Yeah, drones would definitely be something, and maybe high Probably Windows laptops will be going after too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'd be going after all that good stuff. I mean, there's freaking guns at the Walmart.
Yep.
Yeah, so people will probably grab a shotgun. Right? No. Were there cops at that Macy's? Were there cops at the Macy's?
Like, we had mall security, but they were usually pretty laid back.
Shit.
Yeah,
Lazy.
and the only time we really needed them, like, we didn't really need them for anything. Like, probably the worst things that we needed mall security for were, like, people, apparently it's like a thing, like a fetish, to come into dressing rooms and either jack off or, like, defecate all over the floor. Yeah, it's like a fetish.
Man.
We were like, because people come in and do that in the dressing room, we're like, we would all get really freaked out. And then somebody said, hey,
yep.
Did you know that's like a fetish? And I was like, no, I didn't. And I Googled it, and it is. That's probably like the worst thing we needed mall security for.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I remember one of them in the clothes section, she went to clean the dressing room out one time after, like, they caught, like, I don't know what in there. And she reached down to pick up the clothes, and there was, like, cum all over her hand.
Ew.
Yeah, she wanted to go die, and I was just like, I'm so glad I don't work in clothes. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. Also, do you know about do you remember about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade thing? ISIS was actually threatening to target that. So the NYPD put, like, extra beefed-up protection. They put, like, salt trucks as, like, a barricade. Believe how excessive they went. They put in extra squad cars and even snipers. Fucking snipers over the parade.
Wow.
Snipers over the parade route.
Well, I mean, I guess they felt like they needed to do what they had to do, but, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, I would imagine that would be a big target. It draws a big crowd, right? I mean,
yeah,
the
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people there. It's kind of like the amount of people there is bigger than what happened with Boston Bomber Boy.
Uh-huh.
The Boston Marathon bombing.
Yeah, that's
ISIS right there. Remember when that episode with Bo, me, you, and Shin? Remember that a few weeks ago when he was talking about ISIS is like really going down right now? Yeah. They're really going down. They're really whimpering. Yeah. What was Thanksgiving for you like in the old days? Back in the day?
Well, I mean, usually, I'm sorry, I'm like smoking weed right now. Usually we would go to like, we'd be at my parents' house, and my grandparents would come over, everything like that. Now everybody's kind of like split up, and they do their own thing,
That sucks.
And so
Thanksgiving is about family.
We had a really good day though. Like Bert said, he didn't wear pants. So this was like his first Thanksgiving without like his parents, where he had his own turkey. So he just didn't wear pants, and he did whatever he wanted today. So it's always nice to sometimes not have to go anywhere.
Yep. Wow. Well, for me, we always stayed at home. Always. We have no other callers still, so it's still just the Cody and Princess Stefford show. Everybody, welcome to the Cody Rolf and Princess Stefford show on Anonymous Radio.
What's up, everyone?
That's what we'll give it the title for. I don't know if I can change it, but it's good enough. And even so, what about the all this crazy stuff? Now, what you said, this was all before this terror shit happened, when they tried to bomb parades and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. So it's crazy shit right there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And now that Donald Trump is going to be president, who knows what will happen?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously, people are upset
basically,
about
you expected it to happen, right? You expected it to happen, and it happened. But you can't believe this.
I don't think anybody expected him to win. Even people that supported him.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Princess, there's another thing for you. There's another thing. Joe, sorry, I'll let you go on. Sorry for the interruption.
Mm-hmm. No, you're good. I was just saying, I can't believe it. It was such a shock to all of us. I mean, because the polls, obviously, even though we knew you couldn't trust mainstream media, I mean, that was crazy how badly they were wrong. And then the fact that, honestly, I just thought that Hillary was going to get elected from all the dead people that they register at the DNC, to vote.
Yeah,
I thought that, there was no shot.
Actually, Jill Stein of the Green Party wants a recount.
Yeah, I read that. She raised too much money for a recount or something. Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to make a difference.
In several key battleground states, including both state of Ohio, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to make any difference, but I'm sure there's some kind of there's some kind of quote unquote reason behind it,
Yeah, maybe it's a conspiracy, and maybe we'll never know. Life's full of conspiracies, all right? Like the aliens, like Roswell and shit. And Illinois is still not had the budget. 2 years.
I don't know. It's a really scary time for everybody right now, and there's a bunch of riots and people are upset. Every time, of course, just like we are every time we have an election.
Yep, like that. Plus, this morning there was another police-involved shooting, and a cop killed another black teenager. He pointed a loaded gun at him, and he shot him.
That's so messed up. You know what I saw this week that really bothered me is there's a sheriff's department in Florida, I think. I need to look it up. I'll send you the app. And they're, posting pictures. They arrested this man off the case and everything like that. And he started crying when they arrested him. They took a picture of it, and they're like, oh, look at the sad criminal. They were holding him literally by his dreadlocks. And the social media, it's part of their policy, their social media. They use it to embarrass, criminals or what they perceive as criminals and people that do things. It's really fucked up. They just go on social media and they're making fun of them. They said they feel like social media is a tool that law enforcement can use to shame people to quit doing stuff.
That's
and
why
so they
we
put
have
this
this show.
They put all these really horrible online of people they arrest. I'm just damn, how is that even legal?
That ain't legal at all. That's why we have this show to discuss everyone's opinions, but you can only go to your opinions to some degree. You can only go to your opinions to some degree because of Zyrus115 getting one of my episodes deleted. We have 1 minute left in the live show. Once we go beyond this, we'll see you on the podcast. We'll be going beyond this in overtime. We'll catch y'all later, and we'll see people to listen to the rest of the show on the podcast. Princess, you're still going to be on with us. Now to continue it on. Now, what are we going to plan to do?
Well, I don't know. It's Thanksgiving, so maybe we could.
We have some other stuff. What do you think could be? Well, do you think the holidays could be for better or for worse? It's crazy stuff. I don't
know. It's an emotional time for people.
Yeah, especially with the election results and all this ISIS shit. in Syria. Syria's still been going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad situation.
Yeah. Did you hear the last hospital in Syria got destroyed last week?
I did, and that broke my heart because I'd actually read a couple articles about that hospital and the doctor that started that hospital. You know, like he had gone there just to help. You know, and like that breaks my heart because that was
That's
like a really
up.
good facility from what I read. Yeah, that was like I mean, incredibly sad. Yeah, that was incredibly sad.
Yeah, that's really saddening. And plus, what about that the Aleppo boy? The one that was beaten, the one that was battered bloody with the bloody right eye that lost his brother in an airstrike?
Yeah. I didn't hear about that.
It's if you look it up, look up some very good pictures, and you'll get a point. It's the little boy sitting there on the chair, all covered in dust, with a bloodied right eye.
Aw.
That one.
Sad.
You know about that one?
I'll check it out.
I'll look it up for you and send it to you.
Okay, cool.
It's pretty bad. A little kid like that had to be stunned, and he lost. His name was Omar something. And plus, the president of Syria said this, and you cannot fucking believe this, that this picture was fake, end quote, to Time magazine. He said it to Time magazine, this picture was fixed. What are you trying to do, make up a lie just like the Laquan McDonald case where they rigged that video footage so there was no audio and only video?
Yeah, I mean, there's too many pictures. There's too many things to even say that was made up. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that picture cannot be faked. That picture can't be faked. If you're covered in dust and you have a bloody right eye, and torn off clothes, and millions of people died in Syria over the past 5 years, and nothing can be stopped, and hospitals getting destroyed, and people get annihilated, and Aleppo blown up, you have a really sick mind. Some people. Yeah, the people who think that's cool really have a sick mind.
That's sick.
Yeah.
The whole thing's sick.
It's just really saddening that all those people have to suffer. And did you hear about the earthquake in Japan?
No.
Yeah, there was
an
earthquake. There was an earthquake Monday. Do you remember that nuclear power plant that got crippled in 2011?
No.
Fukushima Daiichi. It was a crippled nuclear power plant that suffered a 7.3 magnitude earthquake. Failed a lot, spread radiation, and it could take 60 years to clean up all that shit.
Jeez.
It could take 60 years. They blame the government and the lack of information. And the radiation went as far as California.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And 19,000 people died. Some of it was because of the radiation, and people can't even return to their homes even 5 years later.
They
can't return. Yeah, that was 5 years ago. And people lost their family members, basically everything, to the tsunami and all the radiation.
Yeah,
you
I
can't
do
even
remember
go
that
near
now
the
that
power
you're thinking
plant.
about it. That's
What?
crazy, though, that the radiation reaches, like, all the way to California. Like, I mean, ugh.
Now, do you remember? Are you starting to remember it?
Yeah, that is insane. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's an earthquake, which was a 7.3. It was right next to it. Right near it. I shit you not. Right near that fucking power plant. Thank God apparently there was no disruptions with it because, as I told you, it would take 60 years to decommission the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant.
Wow.
Yeah, 60 years. And plus, in hell, then you remember Chernobyl, right?
Yeah.
Chernobyl? Yeah, they're putting a new fucking concrete thing over it. A new concrete sarcophagus. And the sarcophagus idea for Chernobyl, they were originally going to do on Fukushima, but residents didn't want that. No, I'm serious. I shit you not. People actually, the government thought that putting a concrete sarcophagus would actually solve the problem, but it's dumb.
Well, I mean, that doesn't really
Got the right
surprise me,
idea.
but then you come up as an answer.
That you get a negative, if you try to have a good idea, but it gets a negative response from the community and everything else, especially the fact that the radiation's probably reached basically Fukushima Prefecture is fucked beyond all recognition, and every Japanese citizen in Japan food from there. I don't have it. I don't have your old foam rubber pillow. I don't know, Diane. I'm on my show. Go away. Here, what are you talking about?
No, that's not it.
Well, I don't have it. So.
Something happened to it, so
I don't know.
it disappeared off my bed.
I don't have it.
No, I told you that.
Oh my God. I don't have your pillow. Go. You're going to break my stuff. I don't even have your pillow. Sorry about that, Princess. That was family issues. Yeah, that was the family.
Oh, that's
And also, I don't have your damn pillow. Yeah. You know how people can be like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end of the day.
Yeah, she's arguing, yelling at me over a foam rubber pillow that I don't have.
Sounds like Thanksgiving to me.
Yeah. And added to that, the radiation, so Chernobyl, the nuclear material of Chernobyl is going to last forever. It's practically the entire economy of Fukushima Prefecture is fucked. Everyone in Japan is afraid of eating any food from there.
Well,
I mean,
I don't blame
food.
them. I don't blame them. I mean, that's crazy. That radiation, that just still blows my mind. It like spread all the way to California. My God.
Yeah, including
Yeah,
the fish. Yeah, there's radioactive water even being spilt into the ocean. That's how it got to California.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Poor
tainted
creature.
water. Yeah. You got three-eyed fish. You got three-eyed fish. That kind of deal going on. If they live.
That sucks. That really
If
sucks.
they live, they would be three-eyed fish. The Simpsons. They would be the Simpsons. Yeah, even Bert agrees with me that they would be three-eyed fish.
That sucks.
Three.
Welcome to America. Would you like to order some three-eyed fish?
And plus, they're storing the tainted water in barrels, but it's still filling up and filling up and filling up. And as I know of, they haven't even made any progress on that power plant at all. They say preparation will take the first 10 years.
Oh, my God. So for
Yeah,
10 years, we're going to
now.
plan on getting it done.
Yeah, and how are you going to... Here's a big question for you, Princess. How are you going to dispose of the nuclear material? That's the big question, isn't it? How are you going to dispose of it? I mean, how does the U.S. dispose of nuclear material? Put it somewhere and shove it under 6 feet of concrete. Is that how they do it, Bert? Put it under a big-ass block of concrete?
Yeah. Put it on the ground, out of sight of mine.
Yeah, or maybe use it for a nuclear weapon. The best uses. Use it for a nuclear weapon or use it for some other crazy-ass use. There's got to be something you can do with nuclear materials. Something. And I mean, tainted water, radioactive tainted water, it's reaching California. They put barriers to block it, but it's gonna go through. They say impermeable walls, but how are you gonna make sure they're impermeable? How do you make sure they're that?
I mean, you can say that you can, but I mean, the reality is, the reality is, walls don't always keep everybody out, like just even the Trump wall. My backyard fence doesn't keep my dog in.
Yeah, the radioactive water is what got to California. And it probably killed all the dolphins and all the tuna and shit like that. That was probably the thing that killed the fish. Yeah, that's what you think, Bert? The radioactive water was probably the thing that killed the fish.
Fish probably don't like radiation any more than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I live about 30 miles away from a nuclear power plant, man. 30 miles.
Yeah,
and imagine if Trump gets the nuclear codes. Imagine if that occurs. What do you think would be the first target on Donald Trump's hit list? Mexico? Would Mexico be the first target?
What are you telling me about?
Something's got to be the first target. Princess, what do you think would be Trump's first target?
Kamuchakin, whatever the word the Clintons was.
I'm going to bomb the shit out of them.
Yeah, that or Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Mexico. They make too many of his ties.
I want Canada I want him to shoot the living fuck out of Canada. Maybe eliminate Glenn a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe eliminate that problem, Glenn.
Glenn. Oh my God.
Yeah, Bo actually put one of his shows. He put a picture of Wilford Brimley on Electric Hair, and it said this: "I'm Wilford Brimley. Don't tase your privates."
Try not to.
Private. He said
yeah,
private.
It says, "I'm Wilford Brimley. Don't tase your privates." End quote. That's what he put up. I shit you not. That's what he did. Talk to him. Yeah, and plus, it's really funny. Yeah, really funny that people would actually say stupid shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. God damn it. The show's over. Fuck.